late afternoon while I'm back. I came back and I actually laid down a little bit. I didn't sleep so well last night, and I came back and I was exhausted. So anyway, I went, and they actually took me in a little early because I was there, and they did I didn't know what they were going to do with an ultrasound, but they did the whole abdomen. So they check your kidneys, your spleen, your liver, the aortic vein that goes through your stomach. So all of that, all your internal organs here, they check. Okay. So yeah, you're having to. It took a while, and so I have no idea what she's looking for. He said the results should come back in a couple days or so, but I'm really not expecting them to find. I don't know what they're looking for to begin with. So that was all okay. The ultrasound. Then after that, I had to go, and I couldn't. It was a fasting one. So more than likely what they wanted to check was the aortic vein that goes through, and I didn't know that. You have an aortic vein that goes through the stomach. So I had no idea the body was doing that. So I looked it up, and if they're checking a gallbladder or liver, fatty liver disease, they usually have you eat something fatty first. But they had me do a fasting, so maybe she wants to look at that vein, the aortic vein that goes through the stomach or something. I guess to make sure there's no bleed or something because of the long-standing anemia. I don't know, just a guess. So anyway, I'll get those back in a couple of days, and we'll find out what she says. And then I went over to the boot company, and they're going to redo them, the bottom part of them. They're going to make it more like more like a Western boot. Because what they had me try on there when I went was a Western style boot. And that fit me perfectly. But what they made me was like ropers, which have no arch at all. And they're really wide. I go, these are really wide on my feet. And they go, well, it's a roper style. That's what they are. I said, it looks like a motorcycle boot. I can't wear this with skirts and stuff. And I said, where is the artwork? When I came in, what I said I wanted was, a nice desert scene with the mountains, with the cactus. And she said, well, remember I told you if you do a mountain, the cactus is going to be too small. That'll be really hard to do. And I said, no, I wasn't told that. So I said, I wasn't told that it was going to be. She said, well, you okayed this other one. And I go, well, because I told you guys could have a little of artistic license. But, I said, no matter, they don't fit right. They don't fit right. And, this is not going to work for me at all. So I said, and I want a gypsy moon where it's showing. She said, well, I thought you said, you want showing when you cross your legs. I said, I didn't say anything like that at all. So I don't know whether she's having conversations in her own head or what's going on. But I said, no, that was never discussed with me. I said, I want gypsy moon on there as a memorial. I want it where it's showing. So we talked about that. So they're going to keep the same shaft of the boot that's black with the fringe, and they're going to remake the lower part. So I told him again what I want. I want, like my hat, I want a desert scene at night, mystical desert scene. I don't want these cartoon type of stars. I want like pinpoints of light, stars, you know. I said, if I have to pay for extra, crystals, whatever, okay, but I don't want cut out, comic book stars on my boots. I want it to be a full moon, a blue moon, like I said to begin with. I want to have the lightning, the full moon. I want to have the, like the mesas, the mountain and cactus. I want a nighttime desert scene, shooting stars, that type of thing. That's what I asked for. That's what I want. And I said, the blue that's on there is so dark that you can't even see the silhouettes of the trees, what you have on there. You can't even make it out. So we discussed it, and the girl was there that does the artwork. So I talked with her about it, and they were going, really, she said, and I told you that day that really to do that, we can't do the layering of the leather, that you'd have to have that chisel tooled. And she didn't talk to me at all about that. She didn't say it would need to be tooled leather to do what I wanted. Okay, that was never mentioned. Okay, and that's not in your budget to do a tooled leather. Well, again, that was never mentioned. So now after the fact, all these details are coming in that were not discussed that day. Okay? If that had been discussed, I would have remembered it. But I think she's thinking that to herself. She doesn't have the budget for a tooled leather, so we're doing just the cutouts on it. And, and she says, to do the mountain, then the cactus would be so small you wouldn't see it. I go, look, it doesn't need to be proportionate, but I want the mountain, I want cactus, I want the full moon, I want stars, I want, I want the lightning, and I want the blue moon, a full blue moon. It's a mystical desert is what I want. The mystery of the desert. I told her, look, I do tarot cards, I do Native American flute. If we get over COVID, I would like to go perform. I'd like to wear these, if I go perform somewhere. So, I wanted a mystical desert scene. So we went around and around and around about it. And I was like, I'm not going to budge on this. So what we came up with is a modified boot. So it's going to have an arch. It's going to have the lower boot heel on it. Not totally flat. It's going to be lower boot heel. Rather than because I told him I don't want the traditional long boot, narrow boot toe. And the one that they put on there was actually too big. So we decided to go between those two. I said I wanted less than what it is now, but I don't want it as extreme as that. So the girl that's doing the artwork got it. She said she wants it between those two. Hello, that's pretty, So she finally got it. So they're going to do one between those two. They're going to keep the fringe. And like I said, the black top. And I said, I don't care what color you have to make the bottom of it. But I want it to look, where you can see the stars, where you can see the silhouette. Okay? So the artist came up with, well, maybe we'll do purples and lavenders. I said, that's fabulous. That works for me. you know, because it can go from the darker to the lighter, and you'll be able to see the blue moon and all the things. And so I'm waiting for her to send back a picture. And the owner says, you've got to approve it. We're not moving until you're absolutely 100% sure it's what you want. I said, not a problem. This time, if something comes in that I don't like it, where it's proportioned or whatever, I'm going to tell them, no, I don't want it there, move it or whatever. But I said, yeah, no, this other one, it's nothing at all what I asked for. You know, you should get the thing where I said blue moon. I want a blue moon, not a crescent moon. Stars, I don't want, you know, those type of stars. I said, those are like, you know, like they're doing those cutout stars like that. I said, that's not what I want. I want stars like pinpoints of light, you know. I don't want these big cartoon stars on my boots. And so the owner's going, well, those are more easily seen. I don't want that. Okay, I don't want that. You know, I'm not from Texas. I don't want this Lone Star State. I don't want those type of stars on my boots. Oh, mercy. So I don't know how long it's going to take. She'll go, well, we'll try to get it done as soon as we can, which could mean anything. You know, hopefully it's not taking another 5 months. Oh, mercy. So hopefully I get them back pretty soon. But again, we'll have to see. But I did talk to her and said, these are just not going to do it. I mean, you know, it's a lot of money to me. You know, they're doing boots for, you know, like George Bush and, you know, people with a lot of money. I said, I don't have that type of money. I cannot spend $6,000-$7,000 on a pair of boots. I can't do it. I don't have that kind of money. You know. So anyway, we hashed it out, and it should be okay. We'll see what happens. There's a weird sound. Where is it coming from? Maybe it's outside. Very weird. It's like ka-ting, ka-ting, ka-ding, ka-ding, ding, ding. I don't know where it's coming from. It's an odd sound. Anyway, so I'm really waiting to see what she comes up with, the artist. But now that I got to talk to the artist directly, I think she understands what I want. So I'm feeling much more confident this time. There it goes again. Oh, I know what it is. Oh, mercy. I think it's my cell phone going off that I needed to take that medication. I gotta go find where it's at. Because I'm going, it's not right here, it's pretty far away, and I'm hearing this ding ding sound. What is that? So yeah, I gotta go find my, yeah, that's what it's gotta be. It's my phone telling me that I need to take my medicine. I should have taken it a couple hours ago, so I need to go take that right away. But anyway, that's what happened today, and I feel better that it's going to go okay this time, because the artist is going to send it to me, and I'll say yay, nay, this needs to be changed or whatever. So hopefully I get that back soon, and it's not taking 3 months like it did last time to get a drawing back. Okay, so I'm going to leave this here. I'm going to go track down my phone, and I'll see you online.